everyone, good day. So today we are on the way to Chan Biker in section 15 Shah Alam. Well, we're going there is because finally I'm going to get rid of these factory fitted Metzeler Roadtec 01s. Hi guys, so today I'm gonna talk a little bit about the new tires I got for my 2020 Honda CB650R. I've been riding this bike for around half a year and I've only covered around 3,000 kilometers. And on the stock tires, which are the Metzeler Roadtec 01s, I have covered around 2,800 kilometers on these tires. My feedback about these tires is that they're touring tires and they're factory tires, so they're not the best grade for sporty riding, which this bike is a little bit sporty in my opinion in comparison to any touring type of riding. And therefore I have decided to replace these tires to my old favorites, which I had on my Suzuki GSX-R 600 Bridgestone Battlax S22 Hypersport tires. So these tires, I got them from my usual tire dealer, which is Chan Biker. Chan Biker has been providing tires for me and my bikes for a few years since I found out about this shop, and they have been competitive and they always have stock of the right stuff. Anyways, what I wanted in a set of tires is a little bit of sportiness. I don't mind sacrificing a little bit of its longevity, because I believe from other riders that the stock Metzlers can probably last around 20,000 kilometers if used wisely and for normal cruising. But with these Bridgestone Battlax S22s, they can probably last 10 to 15,000 kilometers depending on your kind of use. If you abuse it a lot, then obviously it's gonna last a lot shorter than you think. If you were to just use it for normal use, which is also designed for as well, then it's probably gonna last a lot longer. So a little bit about the stock tire that came with this bike was adequate for its performance. It never failed me whatsoever. I managed to take it out on mountainside roads for some spirited riding, on some cruises, on rainy days, and also on basic commutes. Basically, how I feel about the stock tires is that the carcass is a little bit hard because it's a touring tire. It's probably designed for heavier bikes, and therefore you don't get much feel, and the tire doesn't communicate very well with you when you ride the bike. You don't know what the tire is doing and you don't really know where the limits are. So that's how I feel about those tires. However, it's never failed me in the rain or in wet conditions. I never really went into sand on purpose, but it has never given me any feel that I shouldn't trust these tires. So they're good tires. It's just that I wanted something softer and sportier. And coming back to that, I decided on the Bridgestone Battlax S22 Hypersport tires. These tires are meant for mostly the everyday rider who would like to get some spirited rides done on the weekends, perhaps a couple of track days and whatnot. So why I chose them is that they're a bit sportier, softer in terms of its compound. It warms up very quickly, and longevity is quite decent for sporty tires. Other tires in consideration were also the Michelin Power 5 and as well as the Pirelli Diablo Rosso 3s. I didn't go for those tires because I heard the Michelins will not last as long as the Bridgestones, and I'm very familiar with the Bridgestones, and whereas the Pirellis, I don't know, I just decided on the Bridgestones instead because I'm more familiar with the Bridgestone, like I said earlier. What I have done so far on these tires, that's probably done around 500 kilometers since I got them, and with that I have done a little bit of like a touring, not a touring, it was actually a long ride on the way to the Sepang circuit, and it feels planted, it feels fine, but it's just, I think, I don't know whether it's just me or my imagination or not, it is not as free rolling as the Metzelers. So of course the change of the tire means a change of the characteristics of the bike. It makes me feel very confident riding my bike. It does kind of transform this bike to feel a lot better. I also attended a safety riding course where we were given opportunity to do a few laps at the go-kart track. I find these tires to be nothing less than spectacular on the track. It gave me so much confidence despite the condition of the track being filled with a lot of rubber gunk and debris, and I feel like it was such a good tire. Maybe it's just me, but it connects with me better than the other tires I've had before this. I wasn't going easy on these tires. They didn't slide or slip up even a little bit. Under braking, under hard braking, it actually gave a lot of confidence because it gripped very, very well, and it was consistent and it was linear. It was very easy to chuck the bike from left to right during the turns in the track where there were consecutive left and right turns, especially being a tight technical track, and when you're inside the corner you could feel what the tire is doing, and you could feel that you need to lean a little bit more or slightly less depending on how hot or how not so hot you are inside the corner. You could angle the tire to lean more, and it was a very gradual feeling that actually gives you confidence to take the corner at speed. And it rained in between the lessons, and the track ended up being a bit damp. Even on a damp track, it still did not give any slide at all, which was very surprising to me because I expected the bike to slide a little bit, especially during hard braking. But yeah, it definitely gave me a lot of confidence during the whole session. These tires are great, and so far no regrets, and they're definitely worth the money, and it's probably the best investment you can have on your bike, especially if you ride a 2020 Honda CB650R. So if you're like me, you enjoy your spirited rides but you're a daily commuter, yeah, go ahead, get these tires. I mean, some people say, why don't you get the Michelin Pilot Road 5s? Yeah, I have those on my Ducati Monster. They lack a little bit of feel, they're a bit harder in terms of its compound, and I think that those tires are great, they last a long time. But these tires, these S22s, give you so much more feel that if you want a little bit of sportier ride, go ahead, get these tires instead. You can do track days on them, you can use your bike for work commutes, and you won't have to worry for it to not last a long time, because it will kind of last a while. Alright guys, hope you enjoy my review of the Bridgestone Battlax S22 Hypersport tires I got for this bike. Like I mentioned earlier, I got rid of my stock Metzeler Roadtec 01s after only 2,800 kilometers done on them, and so far there's no regrets, and I really think that this is the best upgrade you can buy for your bike, especially if you use your bike for daily commutes with some spirited rides as well. Okay guys, that's it from me. Hope you enjoy my content, and do let me know if you have any comments and write them in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell icon button to not miss out on any more contents in the future. Other than that, stay safe, ride safe, and have a good day. Bye bye.